Hey, so if you're a React or Next.js developer, you absolutely know the grind of building the same UI components over and over. Well, today we're going to dive into an open source library that's aiming to make that whole process a lot faster. It's called BracketUI. So here's what we've got on tap. First, we'll cover what BracketUI actually is. Then we'll dig into its best features and the benefits you get. After that, a quick start guide to show you how easy it is to get going. We'll explore its really cool theming. And finally, take a little peek into the project's future. Let's get right into it. All right, section 1, what is BracketUI? To really get it, let's talk about a problem that, well, if you're a developer, you have definitely felt this pain before. So, does this sound familiar? You start a new project, and what's the first thing you do? You build a button, then a nav bar, then a card. Again. It's a grind, right? And that's all time you're not spending on the cool, unique features of your app. And that is exactly where BracketUI comes into the picture. It's built to solve that exact problem. Think of it as an open-source toolkit packed with components built on Tailwind CSS and designed specifically for React and Next.js developers. The entire goal here is simple, to help you get your stuff built and out the door way faster. Okay, so we get the basic idea, but what really makes it tick? Let's jump into the core features, because this is where you'll see it's more than just another pile of components. First things first, the library just comes with all the stuff you need ready to go. Seriously, think about it. No more wrestling with a responsive nav bar for hours. You get buttons, nav bars, cards, tabs, all those fundamental building blocks for any modern site are just there, ready for you, right out of the box. And the benefit of that is huge, right? It's not just about saving time. It's about being able to focus your brainpower on your app's actual logic, on the stuff that makes it special. You're not reinventing the wheels, so you can build and ship your projects so much faster. Okay, let's geek out for a second on the tech stack, because it's pretty slick. This whole thing is built for Tailwind CSS version 3. It's got full ES6 module support for clean code, and of course, it's tailor-made for React and Next.js. The customization part is awesome, we'll get to that, but I also want to point out that security-first bit. That's a big deal. It means it's already got important security fixes baked right in. All right, so this all sounds good in theory, but what's the catch? How hard is it to actually get this up and running? Well, let's dive into the quick start guide because I think you'll be pleasantly surprised. The creators have made this ridiculously easy. Seriously, if you're starting a brand new project, there's a CLI tool that just sets up a whole Next.js app for you with BracketUI pre-installed and ready to go. And if you've already got a project, no problem. It's just one npm install command. Super flexible. And look at this. This is literally the only other thing you need to do. Once it's installed, you just pop this one little change into your Tailwind config file. All this does is tell Tailwind, hey, look over here for the BracketUI components. And boom, that's it. You're done, ready to start building. And actually using the components? It's exactly as simple as you'd hope. You just import the component you want, like the button here, and then drop it into your JSX just like you would with any other React component. You can pass it props for the link, the style, whatever you need. It feels totally natural, fits right into your workflow. Okay, now we get to what I think is one of the killer features of this library. Let's talk about theming and customization, because this is where BracketUI really starts to shine. So think about it. Most component libraries give you a static UI, right? It looks one way and that's it. But BracketUI, it gives you a dynamic UI. We're talking light and dark modes right out of the box. And what's really cool is it's not just a simple on-off switch. It can actually sync up with the user's system preferences. So if their OS is in dark mode, your site will be too. That's a much slicker user experience. And how do you turn this magic on? It's basically a two-step process if you're using the Next.js app router. Step 1, you grab this theme script component from the library, and you just drop it into your main layout file. That one little component is what powers the theming for your entire site. And step 2, just as easy. You import the theme toggle component. This is the actual button the user clicks. You can put it wherever you want. Your navbar is probably the perfect spot. And that's it. 2 tiny changes, and you have a beautiful system-aware light and dark mode. That is awesome. All right, let's wrap this up by looking to the future, because BracketUI isn't a one-and-done kind of thing. It's a living, breathing open-source project with a real vision for where it's going. So here's what their roadmap looks like. Right now, the core package and that handy CLI tool are live, so you can jump in and start using it today. What's coming up soon is an official website to showcase all the components, which will be
Great. And then after that, a full-blown documentation site. And that's going to be huge for getting more people on board.
And for anyone curious about what's going on under the hood, well, this chart pretty much says it all. It's almost entirely TypeScript. For developers, that's a huge green flag. It means you get better type safety, it's easier to work with on a team, and you can just have a lot more confidence in the codebase you're building on. And this right here, this is what open source is all about. The maintainers are genuinely asking for people to get involved. If you find a bug, have an idea for a new component, or want to suggest a new feature, you can open an issue or even submit a pull request. This is how projects like this get even better over time. So let's end on this thought. When you look at its focus on speed, its modern foundation, and these really powerful features like theming, you have to ask yourself, could a utility-first, themable library like this be the key to unlocking a whole new level of productivity for you or your team? It's a really interesting proposition and for sure a project worth keeping an eye on.